Hi guys, I'm Anissa and I'm back with another video. Today it's time for another Booktubesff Babbles, and today's topic is your favorite tropes in science fiction and fantasy. Initially going into this, I wasn't really sure because I if I could come up with anything, because I don't really generally think very much about the tropes that I enjoy and stuff and get my books out of that. But I've sort of then I went into all of the books that I've read that I've enjoyed and sort of found some similarities of things that I enjoy in books, and I guess those are the tropes that I enjoy. The first trope that I really enjoy is the apprentice sort of storyline or coming of age storyline, so that you follow this young protagonist in the beginning of a book and you follow him through multiple stages of his life, coming into his own, finding out about the world, the magic, whatever he can do with whatever powers he has. And in particular, I like apprentice stories where we follow a boy who becomes an apprentice and learns about magic, learns about something else. For instance, in The Name of the Wind, we follow Quoth as he's trying to be, and he's an apprentice or something of the like in this sort of traveling musicians and stuff. He's part of his family, and then later on a magician apprentice, and later on an apprentice at the university and stuff. And I just like that sort of story. And in the Underlings Universe by Robin Hobb, we follow Fitz, who becomes an assassin's apprentice, so he's learning about how to assassinate people, and also a lot of other things obviously to do in that way. But it's also very much a coming of age story, sort of the first book in that series, and so that is something I really enjoy in fantasy. But I also just generally like the good versus evil storyline. You have the big bad, you have the hero. The heroes are plotting something. They're going to be going against the horrible villain in the end of the book, and I like that sort of trope. It's just really nice to have that story of, yeah, rooting for your hero in this quest of whatever it is that he has to succeed in, this quest to fight the evil and all of that. I just love that trope as well. Then there's also the trope, I feel like I've taken so many tropes, but I like following groups of misfits, rogues, thieves, and all of that. If you put a band together, they hate each other in the beginning, but by the end of the book, they have formed a friendship. They trust each other. They have similar purposes, so they form a friendship. They're there for each other and stuff. I like that sort of trope, sort of something that I see obviously in Leigh Bardugo's books by Six of Crows and that book, but also Moroder by Eleanor McNeill deals with this sort of band of misfits. You could also take in Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. You also have this group of rogues and thieves and working together in order for one purpose, to try and stop the Dark Lord. That's what he's called. And the final thing that I also really enjoy is sort of the spy undercover thing, where some person goes into the enemy's territory, or maybe just they're disguising themselves in a way so that they can be part of this world. Like in Tamora Pierce's Song of Lioness quartet, we have Alana, who disguises herself as a man so that she can take part in, she can become a knight, and because that's all she wants to do. But I also really like just the general where people are put in as a spy just to try to plant some seeds into the other part, figure things out, going back and like whatever she figures out, getting back to your group, sharing that with them and all of that. Just the whole secrecy where she has to not be discovered. That whole aspect of it I really enjoy, and that's also part of Mistborn, which is something I enjoy in that storyline as well. And yeah, so those were the tropes that I really enjoy, that I would like to talk about today. Yeah, this was what I could come up with when I was thinking about my fantasy books and what I like in my fantasy books. Let me know in the comments down below what sort of tropes you like in your fantasies. Is there anything that I've talked about today that you also really enjoy? And do you have any recommendations based on my favorite tropes that you think I'd really enjoy reading? Then definitely also let me know about that in the comments below. Yeah, But this was all I have for today. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Goodbye!